Welcome in, Dark Hearts. I'm Mooney.
And Wolfie with your Nerd Network news. Today we're previewing our interview with Greg Weisman, creator of Gargoyles, Young Justice, and the spectacular Spider-Man comics. And in this interview preview, Greg is talking to us about Gargoyles and this year's 30th anniversary celebration.
You know, Gargoyles fans are the best. They ask terrific questions. They ask insightful questions. There are things they want to know. But I've seen fandoms where fans get up to ask questions and really are just talking to hear themselves talk. But Gargoyles fans ask questions and want to learn. And we had this morning a Gargoyles biology and culture panel, which I moderated but did not lead, where we had 4 scientists who are also fans of the show and an artist who's really studied gargoyle anatomy try and talk about what's the science behind the gargoyles. In other words, how did they evolve? What are their cultural practices? And we got great questions from the audience and great answers from our panel. We all know it's fiction. No one's truly lost it. But if gargoyles were real, how would we explain it? And that panel's always fun for me. It's great. We had the Jennifer L. Anderson and Greg Bashansky were the hosts of the Gargoyles podcast, and they were great. And Corinne Charlebois, who was the artist on the Bad Guys comic book miniseries, which was a spinoff of Gargoyles, and Chris Jones, who worked on the Gargoyles comics, and who's also one of the founders of Convergence. So just having that group of people, plus all the old fans and new fans, it doesn't get much better than that.
Unfortunately, that is all the time we have to preview our interview with Greg Weisman. Keep an eye on our YouTube for the full interview with Greg, where he talks about how to avoid burnout with multiple projects, writing comics, and how Gargoyles got its culture. And until then, Dark Hearts, jalapeno!
NNN would like to thank our listeners for tuning in.
And our radio sponsor, 88.1 FM, KVSC, your sound alternative.
Make sure you like and subscribe to darkheart_studios on YouTube and follow our socials for full video versions of NNN, interviews, and live event coverage.
Thank you for tuning in, Dark Hearts. This is Mooney.
And Wolfie, signing off.